Well, a one-year-old died in New York after fentanyl was found at his daycare. A kilogram of fentanyl was found near the children's nap mats, sending 3 other kids to the hospital from exposure. The daycare had just passed a surprise inspection imposed by the city. And New York Mayor Eric Adams is now calling for a, quote, national assault against fentanyl. Joining us now is Leah Croll. She's a board certified in both neurology and vascular neurology. Doctor, this is a horrifying story. The amount of fentanyl found at the scene, smaller than a penny. And we saw it outline some of these negative implications. Can you further highlight for us the serious health risks on children with even these minuscule amounts of drugs?
Kelly, thank you for having me. So fentanyl is an opioid drug, and like all other opioid drugs, it was designed to treat pain. The kicker, though, is that in doing so, it does produce some unwanted side effects, including respiratory depression. That means it slows down the rate of our breathing. And of course, if that rate is slowed to a complete halt, that could result in a potentially lethal situation. What makes fentanyl more dangerous than any other opioid drug, what makes it the #1 driver of opioid overdose deaths in our country, is the fact that it's so potent. So fentanyl is about 50 times more potent than heroin, 100 times more potent than morphine. That means it takes only a very small amount of fentanyl to potentially produce lethal side effects. And when you think about how small amount of fentanyl it takes to harm an adult, if you think about a baby or a small child, it's really trace tiny, teeny, microscopic amounts of fentanyl that we're talking about that could really be very harmful.
So I found this alarming as well. The city health commissioner says her staff isn't trained to look for substances like this. Do you think they should be, doctor?
I do. You know, unfortunately, I wish we lived in a perfect reality where we did not have to worry about fentanyl affecting our children, but that's just not where we're at right now. In the last couple of years, there has been an uptick in accidental fentanyl poisonings in children. And that happens not because kids are intentionally ingesting fentanyl. Usually there's a trace amount of fentanyl that's in the house. They accidentally inhale it. It gets on their finger. They touch their eye or their mouth. And that can, of course, produce some lethal side effects for the child. And so unfortunately, I think we're in a situation where daycares, schools, summer camps, anywhere where kids are going to be around, they're going to have to start thinking about how can they protect kids from trace amounts of fentanyl? What can we do to pick up on any fentanyl that's on the premises? And how can we prevent fentanyl from ever kind of crossing the threshold into any place where children are being cared for?
Absolutely necessary, I would say. So the surviving victims had Narcan administered, as we had outlined. What sort of long-term effects, if any, could that have on those children?
I'm so glad you bring this up because this is a really important piece of this story, in my opinion. So Narcan is the opioid overdose reversal agent. It acts very, very quickly, and it immediately sort of wakes someone up if they're overdosing. And we are talking about it a lot lately in the context of adults. We're encouraging adults who use opioids or adults who are around other opioid users to carry Narcan around with them so that they can act quickly in the case of an emergency and potentially save someone's life while you're waiting for the ambulance to show up. When kids get Narcan, we're not worried about long-term side effects. We're not aware of any kind of long-term damage. It works quickly. It's fast on. It's also fast off. The body metabolizes it. It's out of your system within a couple of hours. But I think what's really important to talk about here is maybe we need to think about Narcan in other contexts, not just with adults. Maybe schools, daycare personnel should be trained in administering Narcan. Maybe Narcan needs to be more readily available in those environments.
I would say so. After a story like this, what do parents, we have about 10 seconds left, doctor, what should they be looking for health-wise when they're, searching for a daycare for their own children?
Protocols. What are the sick child protocols? What are the cleaning protocols? What are the protocols for storing hazardous substances?
All right, great answer. Dr. Leah Croll, always a pleasure. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.